And welcome back to the channel, guys, with your boy Joey B. Another Nier video today. Basically, this is going to be a kind of mixture, not so much a guide. I'm going to give some tips on some memoirs from what I've learned so far. We'll have a look at the new memoirs that came into the game yesterday with the Witch's Memory Dungeon. And then I'll kind of show you what it looks like at the top end of the Witch. So I've unlocked up to floor 10, so we'll see if we can beat it with the sort of setup I've got. I'll show you the setup quickly and then we'll try that, and then we'll end it off with a little summon as per usual. Bang a quick tempo. Before we get into it though, the subs have climbed up. We're so close to that 100 subs. It would mean the world if you could just bang that sub button. Let's get the numbers up. People are obviously interested, and I can't be talking too much crap. Otherwise, nobody would be subbing and nobody would be watching the videos. So yeah, bang the sub button. I love yous forever. So anyway, let's start off by looking at the Witch's Memories. So yeah, new dungeon comes in. New memories that have popped out. Memoirs, memories. Lots of people say it different. What I will say is she has got a nasty little skill on her. So it's a new mechanic that's been brought into the game. It's sort of like a special move. You can interrupt it by doing a set amount of damage to stop her charging it. If she charges it, she's going to obliterate your life. But anyway, let's jump in here. So the new sets you've got of Kings and Soldiers. So the 2 set bonus will give you an increase on attack by 10%. The large set bonus, increase on attack by 15%. Fantastic little set there. It's a bit different than just the normal attack bonus. So yeah, the Wanted Man, 25% damage extra when landing a critical hit, 40% damage when landing a critical hit on your 3 set bonus. Fantastic. Increase on crit rate by 10%, increase on crit rate by 15%. So yeah. Oh, and your agility set. There you go. I didn't even notice that earlier on. So you get the 10% agility on 2 set, 20% on 3 set. So basically, all the best memoirs in this game currently are in this one dungeon. So this is where you want to be farming. It is a little bit more difficult than the other 2, but this is where you want to get to it. This is it, basically just like briefly explaining the skills. So if you want to read a bit more into it, other than my quick gloss over, then yeah, feel free, jump into the notices and check it out. So, into the memoirs, just a few tips because I've seen a few people do it over the course of time I've been playing. So, there are different sets, as you may or may not have been aware, but each set can roll different main stats. So there's an attack up percent, 15%, with a primary stat of critical damage. It's a fantastic. So if I want to get the large set bonus, I have to equip 3 of these. So then smart me is saying, oh, wouldn't I just put 3 critical rate primary stats then and then boost my crit rate out? No, Square Enix said no, you cannot do that. So with your sets, your primary stats cannot be the same. So you cannot run 2 critical damage primary stats within the same set bonus. So that's how they get you. So to stack crit rate, you are going to have to break a set. So let's say you'd have 2 set attack bonus or 2 set crit damage bonus, and then you'd have 1 offset with an extra critical rate primary just to boost you up towards that 100 cap. So that's a little tip of how to get about that. Don't always focus on the set bonus, because we all know crit damage always scales really well, and to land that effectively, crit rate. So for me, I'm going to be offset a lot, pushing up 2 primary crit rate runes or memoirs, however you want to call them. Yeah, that's how I go about it. Right, another little tip, just as you're going through the game, have I got any here that I probably haven't. I think I've got rid of most of them. But I done it early game. I invested gold leveling up level 1 and 2 memoirs to push me that little bit further when it wasn't needed. Don't stick gold in like 1 and 2 star memoirs. You following my previous videos with the evolving and the leveling up your characters and weapons, that'll get you to a point where you can farm 3 stars without having to waste your gold, because this is expensive. This is, look, if I just go into here, and if I want to enhance this, this is 13,400 gold to attempt it once. And this is a 50% probability, and we know what RNG does. That is going to take a good chunk of your gold before it decides to give you that. So, yeah, don't waste your gold on low-level memoirs. Wait until you can get minimum 3-star. Then, by all means, do as you must. So, I'll just say my 2 pence on what sort of memoirs you're looking for. Personally, for me, critical hit, damage up, that is exactly what I'm always going to try get a 2 set of that. I personally prefer stacking crit damage more than I do attack percentage. So for me, this is the top set for your sort of A2s to get your big damage out. Obviously, as I said there, so it's only a 3-star room, but I had crit rate, so I leveled it up. And then I'm going to go offset on any other that I can get crit rate and good substats. Those substats that you can see there, those are, in my opinion, perfect. Those are the 4 substats you want to see in any memoir that you build up. You get your crit damage, attack, crit rate, and a little bit of agility, because we know when PvP comes out, agility is going to be key, which moves me on to the next set. I don't actually know if I have any of these little badges sitting about, because none of them were good. I may have sold them, so I can't even show them now. So yeah, the agility set, that's a big one for when the arena opens up. You're probably going to want to farm a couple of sets of that, just so that you can get your turn ahead of the enemy. That's pretty much what you want to do. And the other one, obviously, your attack up bonus. If you choose to go down that route, there's nothing wrong with it. Attack is attack, it will do what it says. Just be aware, don't invest too much on crappy primary stats, especially if you're only going for the attack. You want your crit damage primary stat, in my eyes, because you always want to get crit damage regardless of your set. So yeah, just a few little tips on the memoirs there, and the new boss. So I'll just quickly show you the loadout that I'm running here before we jump into this little fight and show you how insane this new dungeon is. So yeah, running the beautiful weapon here out of the summer banner. The summer banner's like sort of value has increased in this new update purely because floor 10 requires water weapons, and we know how hard they are to get. So yeah, I'm running her with the sunflower. I've got my Demos here with his little water gun, the fanciful pistol, beautiful. He also brings, if you didn't know, his character skill, 77 damage, 4, also has a 75% chance to inflict blind for 3 turns. This is absolutely fantastic for this boss, because if you blind her, you might actually successfully win something. And I don't have any water single-handed, so we're just going with 2B's weapon and we'll see what happens. So let's just jump into this really quick and let's show you a little run. Since Witch's Memoirs, as you can see, this is only the second time I've attempted it because I built this sword up specifically for this, so I don't know what's going to happen. This is the water deck. As you can see, I am 20,000 force below the required or the suggested. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I got close earlier. Right, what I will say is if you have been farming memoirs and you're maybe stuck at a boss, just watch what I'm doing here. This is a sort of target, sort of tactic you can implement in other dungeon areas, even if you're not on the witch just now. So as you go into it, turn your auto feature off. Just turn it off. Let everyone do what they're doing. Obviously you need a certain amount of sustainability to get past the first 2 waves. It isn't all that difficult if you're at least half decently built your team out. So yeah, take off auto, let it run through. You'll see all the skills are built up. And the trick is, it is risky in some cases, so she's done one thing. We'll keep going. We'll wait until the boss gets her little move out, because we want to keep all the skills. There we go. And now we're going to bang auto now that the boss has went. This is going to unleash hell. and we shall see what we clear. So basically this just stops or interrupting your combos. You see how I'm up at 20 combo now before my ultimates, my character skills are going off. See, A2 does a biggie. Demos didn't land his blind. This could cost me. Oh, she didn't finish my A2. Oh, now she has. That's what happens. Yeah, see, look at that, guys. This is nuts. What a challenging difficulty they have brought out. Now she's blind. I think that was from the companion skill, but she's still going to wipe the team. There you go, that's GG's. Look how crazy that is. Yeah, good job on Square Enix, finally giving us some content that is very difficult. So I need to work on a little bit of my memoirs myself, so I'll probably drop down to 9, farm it, get a bit of memoirs and come back into this nasty woman. So there we have it. As I said, we'll finish with a little bit of gacha, because why not? I am going to pull in the 2B banner for a change, because I really need a copy of her so that I can bring her into my team and take 2B out, but we'll see what happens. Let's pull it. We know what's going to happen. 9 silvers, 1 gold. Thank you very much. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. We will see. Come on, guys. Oh, I guessed it right. Look, guys, bang a like for this. Bang a like for the guess. Let's skip this trash. Oh my god. It's like I've opened 1,000 and know what's coming. Don't spend money on gems to pull. It is a waste. Always earn them. Anyway, this has went on long enough. I hope some of those tips help you, stop you from wasting gold on memoirs that you can't equip where you want them, etc, etc. I hope you've seen the difficulty of the last sort of dungeon level, because that is crazy. And yeah, bang that sub button, hit the like button, and be sure to keep an ear out for the next video. Until then, see ya.